Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today is September favourites. Where's the month gone? I know I say it every single time, but I swear to God this month has gone faster than any other month in the history of existence. Two admin things to note before I start talking about product. First of all, my squeaky chair. If you hear any weird noises like this, know that my chair is just very squeaky, potentially on its last legs. This is the same chair that I sit on. Seriously, I sit on this chair every time. I don't know what's happened to it. I don't know if it couldn't take the advent calendars that I had sat on it for a couple of weeks. They wouldn't be heavier than me though. I don't get it. Anyway, the chair is creaky. I'm gonna have to find a new chair for filming going forward, but that, and also the crazy light. So we have a few patches, I think it's just here actually, of crazy light, which I've tried to get rid of, and I'm just, without shutting my curtains and then it will become very dark in here. The weather today has been just the weirdest. We've had thunderstorms, we've had torrential rain, we've had sunshine, everything. If this is the worst it's gonna give me, I'm happy. It's like a spotlight for my products. Anyway, today's favourites. It's gonna be short and sweet, I think, apart from my random waffling at the beginning. I feel like there's only 6 favourites this month, but they're very, very good. I feel like it's a good selection. I'm gonna start with skincare. First up, would you believe it, is a high-end, I was gonna say ish high-end, it's high-end micellar water. I thought it would never see the day. Those of you who watch a lot of my videos know that I love all of the Garnier micellar waters. I talk about them all the time. And I'm kind of the belief that like they are so good and so affordable that the expensive ones just can't be worth the money. However, I have recently been using this, which is the Drunk Elephant one. I say recently, I've had this for about 2 months. I'd say there's maybe a quarter left. So like, it's lasted me. This is my point. It has lasted me. I feel like I don't get as product happy with it as I do with the Garnier ones because they are very, very liquidy. This one is much thicker. It's more of a kind of milk texture, or even thicker than a milk really. Like it is quite a thick texture. I love the removal process using this. It doesn't sting my eyes at all. It takes everything straight off, but it has ingredients in it that leave your skin feeling really hydrated. It's super, super gentle. Doesn't sting your eyes at all, like I said, but I feel like if you have sensitive skin, it would also be an excellent one for you. It's formulated with ceramides, vitamin E, fatty acids. It's basically just, it leaves your skin really soft, really smooth, and it just feels like it doesn't kind of get in your eyes, if that makes sense. Even the micellars that don't irritate my eyes, I feel like sometimes because they're so liquidy, they kind of like get in your eyes a bit. That sounds strange, like, I don't know. I really like this. I think Drunk Elephant is a little bit of a hit and miss brand in general. Like sometimes I love their stuff. Their retinol is really, really good. But other times I'm a bit like I don't get the hype. This, it's actually called the E-Rays Milky Micellar. I didn't say that. It's really good. Definitely worth trying. It is pricey. I think it's £26. But like I said, this has lasted me for 2 months and I haven't finished it yet. And I also have a discount code, which I'll put below. You can get 20% off. Another one that I've been loving for the past few months and wanted to include, but it's been sold out and it's still sold out. But I thought I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna like basically throw petrol on the fire of the hype that is this product. It's from Kosas, and it's their Plump and Juicy Vegan Collagen Spray-On Serum. I am not like TikTok-y enough to know why, but I feel like this is having a TikTok viral moment and has just sold out everywhere in the UK. You can get it on the Kosas website, but you have to pay a crazy amount for shipping. So I feel like it will be coming back into stock on all the UK sites because they usually stock it on Cult Beauty, Space NK, Sephora UK, and it's currently sold out on all of them. Anyway, when this comes back into stock, if you haven't tried it, you need to. It's so good. I've tried a few like spray-on serums in the past and I have really liked them. Chanel do a really good one as part of their #1 collection that they launched at the beginning of last year. Really good. However, I really like this. Something about it, my skin loves it, my skin drinks it up. I feel like it's really smoothing on my skin. It leaves my skin really hydrated and kind of bouncy feeling. It's essentially a skincare spray, right? So you're gonna put it on before your serums, especially good before hyaluronic acid. But it's a little bit more, so it's got collagen, peptides, probiotics. It also says it's got soothing Artemisia flower extract. I'm not sure what that does, but it sounds good, doesn't it? It really is just so nice. One of the best facial sprays I've used, and I feel like I actually have noticed a difference using it, both in terms of hydration and the kind of condition of my skin. I feel like it just plumps and smooths everything. Like it's just very, very nice. I would 100% recommend it. I also really like the bottle with the pink and the orange. Last skincare favourite is actually from Vichy, and this is the Mineral 89 Eye Serum. They have a face serum of this, which I think is one of their best sellers that I've used. I liked it, I wasn't crazy about it. I love their hyaluronic serum, so good. And this is very, like the texture of it is very hyaluronic vibes. Super hydrating, really nice texture for under the eyes. I love using this in the morning because it's that kind of cooling gel texture that feels like it's really doing something under your eyes. I feel like the under eye area for me is my, well, I don't feel like, I know, is my problem area. And I'm always looking for products that really immediately help the way it's looking, the situation, the dryness, fine lines, etc. but also over time. And I feel like this has that real super instant hydration, but also the kind of smoothing throughout the day as well. And over time, obviously, in terms of ingredients, it's mainly hyaluronic acid and caffeine based, so it's really giving you that kind of boost under the eyes. But it's not that expensive either. Really rate this as a like mid price point skincare product, which can be hard to find good ones. I really like this. And then I feel like this is like halfway in between skincare and makeup. This is the Lineage sleeping mask, which makes no sense because it's tinted. It's definitely, I don't, the original ones of these, yes, I use them at night and in the day. This one is not for nighttime. This is tinted. You wouldn't want to get this on your pillow. But it's the chocolate one. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about chocolate lip balm, even though obviously chocolate tastes nice. I tend to go for the fruity ones. This is so nice. It literally tastes like Nutella. Tastes like Nutella. It's so delicious, and it's got a really nice colour to it. So as you can see, it's actually quite dark brown in the tub, but it is quite tinted. I'm wearing this on my lips now, and it has that gorgeous kind of browny, bronzy tint to it. I feel like this would be so nice on darker skin tones as well, just as like a real nude kind of gloss vibe. It's really nice. I love these anyway, the texture of them, and I get such problems with my lips over this time of year. I'm constantly using lip balms, and I feel like the Lineage ones are the ones that I reach for a lot. Okay, so moving on to makeup. I've only actually got one product that fits into makeup properly this month, and it is the YSL All Hours Concealer. I worked with these guys on the launch of this month, and there's a full review video on my YouTube if you want to know more about it, but essentially, this stuff is so good. The main reason being, the formula is just so smoothing. Like, I don't think I've ever used a concealer like this. Like, there's a few other reasons why this concealer is good, the applicator, etc. The staying power is really good as well. But the actual texture of it is so, it literally just smooths everything out. It is so nice. It's not cakey, but it's good coverage. It's just kind of got it all. You also get so much in the package. I think it's 15 mil. Normal concealers are like usually 10 mil at best. This is massive. It looks like a kind of travel size foundation. So good if you're looking for a new concealer and you want something that's gonna just make your skin look really smooth and gorgeous. This is it. It's so nice. And lastly, this is kind of like a whole brand favorite because I discovered this fragrance brand that I had never heard of before. I actually did a panel at Harvey Nichols last week, and they had loads of different brands. We were talking, I was on a panel with a couple of beauty journalists that specialize in fragrance, and then my friend Robin, who talks about fragrance a lot. We were all talking about our fragrances that we love using and like the different notes that we tend to kind of gravitate towards this time of year, etc. There were loads of fragrances around the room that were kind of more niche brands. So after the panel was over, I was like chatting to a few people and going around the room smelling all these different brands. A few of them I hadn't heard of before. This being one of them. It's called Fugazi. Anyway, turns out the founder was actually in the audience and came up and explained to me and Robin all about the brand afterwards. So it's really cool to meet him and actually get an insight into how the brand was founded, because he actually wasn't a trained perfumer, which is quite rare in that industry, and he essentially set up this brand 5 years ago on his own. And the fragrances, no joke, like I like a good story like that, but in terms of fragrance, right, you smell it and you either like it or you don't like it, and no matter how good the story is or how nice the person who founded the brand is, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Anyway, he also, like, I bought this, by the way. I just want to clarify that. This was me being that obsessed after this conversation and smelling these fragrances. I went and bought this. I genuinely couldn't decide which one I liked the most because these fragrances all smell so good. Bar a couple of them that, like, aren't my bag. But essentially, there are 10. I went and bought the Discovery set, which is 10 fragrances. There was also another one that they were about to launch. It was in the liquid was pink, and it's not launched yet, and that one was so good. I can't remember the name of it, but it was so good. Anyway, So I have never encountered a brand that I like so many of the fragrances, like genuinely, because I smelled a few that I liked. I was like, oh my god, I want to get one. I just couldn't decide. And I went and I got this because I was like, I need to take them home and have them all and like wear them all and work out which ones are my favorites. But anyway, this brand, if you're looking for a fragrance that lasts for ages, because they're all formulated with really high percentage fragrance oil, so they're all eau de parfum or extract parfum, and they're like strong, right? The scent is strong when you spray it, but they also last a really long time. A lot of fragrances are formulated with like kind of a low percentage of perfume oils. These are all, I think they're 25 to 50%, which is really, really high. My personal favorites that I would recommend smelling, like they stock these in Harvey Nichols, they stock them online at Cult Beauty, and they also sell this like tester, what do we even call this? Fragrance discovery set, there we go. Which is a good way to actually smell them all because they're all so good. My favorites, I think in order of like favoritism, Sugar Daddy, Workaholic, Angel Dust, Orange Crush, In Love with the Kosas. They were the 5 that I'm like, I would buy them, they're so nice. And then the other 5, No Cologne and Parfum 1, I really like as well, but probably not as much as the others. Saint Remy and Good are okay, I don't love them. Thirsty's the one, I don't like Thirsty. Like 1 out of 10, not to like is insane. But like 5, I like them enough to buy them. I still can't decide between those. I still can't decide which one to buy. And there's the new one that's pink that is also, I think, probably even my most favorite. They are so good. These are all 2ml sizes, so I feel like they'll last me a little while anyway. So I just go through the ones that I like and then kind of make my mind up. But that is a massive favorite this month because I love discovering new brands, but also I feel like sharing new brands because I'd never heard of these guys. And like I said, they also stock them on Cult Beauty as well. So I have my code that's still valid. I'm not sure if it's valid on this brand, but I'll put it below anyway. And if you want to check them out, you can. I think the discovery set is £40. So if my discount code does work, that would make it 32. And you get 20ml. So that's pretty good actually. Anyway, new discovery, very exciting. I feel like I've waffled on about that for way too long. That is it for my September favorites. I feel like we're going into a new season now. It's going to be all change in terms of products and stuff next month. So come back. I will be posting a few bits and bobs this month before we get into full-on kind of festive swing in November. Prep yourselves, guys. If you haven't already seen my advent calendar video, that is up now. But the gift guides are coming. I've had so many comments about whether or not I'm doing gift guides this year. And I am. I'm already working on them now. So yeah, I will see you very soon. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.